go head-to-head, 5 questions each, 45 seconds on the clock, and then we're going to pick one winner. So this week we've got 2 special guests. We've got one straight from America in Carissa. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Alex?
I'm great. Thank you for joining us. What is it? Nearly 6 o'clock over there? Nearly dinner time.
Yes.
How long have you been a fan, Carissa?
I started watching wrestling since 2010, so I was 8 around that time. But then I stopped watching, so I'm recently catching up with everything wrestling right now.
So we might have like 2 different schools of knowledge in different decades here. Also, we've got Mark Reed on the line, who some of you may actually remember from the boy band A1, and he's still releasing music today. Mark, how you doing, my man?
Hey, Alex, how's it going? I'm really good, thanks. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, you too, my friend. You too. Very interested. You know, we've got Carissa, who's been watching since 2010, and I believe you're more of an 80s, 90s baby.
My first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 7, and I was hooked from then. So I think I was probably about 12 then. So I've been hooked since then.
Wow. And you was having, number 1 singles with A1 when The Rock and Triple H were at WrestleMania, man. You must have wanted to stop touring and go to WrestleMania, I bet.
Absolutely. We used to actually be on tour at the similar time that the WWE guys were over, so we crossed paths many a time. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome, man. Can't wait to dig into that. But we're about to get down to business with the Talk Wrestling quiz. And Mark, I'm going to let you go first as our illustrious chart-topping guest.
Okay.
You may or may not know the rules. As soon as I ask the first question of 5 questions, the 45-second timer will start, and we go from there. So are you ready, Mark?
Yes, very nervous.
I'm so excited. Right. Number 1, what was the name of the woman Kane fell in love with and then X-Pac stole her in 1999?
Tori.
At what event did Stone Cold Steve Austin cut the famous 316 promo?
King of the Ring.
What year?
97.
What was Michael Hayes?
Yeah.
Okay. What was Michael Hayes' announcer name in WWE?
Doc Hendricks.
Which 2 Brits had NXT's Match of the Year in 2017?
2 Brits. Tyler and Pete Dunne. Tyler Bates and Pete Dunne.
How many world titles has Sasha Banks won?
Oh, wow. 7.
Okay, that's a very good innings. That's a very good effort.
I was wrong with the King of the Ring, wasn't I? It was earlier, wasn't it? It's like 96, maybe?
I can't tell you yet, Mark, all right? We're going to have to see how Carissa gets on, and you're going to have to be on the edge of your seat before we're through. All right, Carissa, how did you feel he performed there?
I wasn't ready.
Don't worry. Don't let his performance get in your head. You're all good, okay? All right, let's go. Number 1, and then the timer will start at the end of the first question. Are you ready, Carissa?
I'm ready.
Okay. What pay-per-view did The Undertaker debut at?
Survivor Series.
Who were Enzo and Cass wrestling when Enzo suffered a concussion at Payback in 2016?
Pass.
When Sasha Banks and Bayley defended the women's tag titles at Fastlane in 2019, who did they beat?
Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
What was the name of WWE's first show in Saudi Arabia?
Crown Jewel.
Including WCW, how many world titles has Goldberg won?
10.
Right on the buzzer. Okay. Both of you, very good efforts. I like to see it. I like it when people bring the knowledge to talk wrestling. So let's get into the answers first then. Mark, let's go through your questions, my friend. The name of the woman that Kane and X-Pac were feuding over for what seems an eternity was indeed Tori, humanising Kane back in the day. Steve Austin indeed did cut the King of the Ring promo. It was in 96.
Okay. Should have known. Should have had that one. Should have got that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, you knew it was King of the Ring. Of course, Austin wins 96 because Triple H did the whole Madison Square Garden curtain call, and we all know that story. I'm glad that you got Doc Hendricks. I love that you know that. The two Brits, yes, indeed, was Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. They tore it up at NXT TakeOver in Chicago. That was their match of the year. Sasha Banks, I believe Carissa's a bit of a fan. Do you know how many world titles Sasha Banks has got?
I'm gonna say 3.
Ooh, so close. She has 4. Actually, the tiebreaker was how many days as Raw Women's Champ, because collectively it's really not that much. But I'll tell you that at the end. Okay. So I believe right there that you got everything. You got 3. We're going to say.
Well, hey.
Okay, that's good. That's a good innings. It's a good innings.
Not bad. Not bad.
Carissa, you got off to a flyer. Indeed, The Undertaker did debut at Survivor Series. Enzo and Cass were wrestling the Vaudevillains. Funnily enough, that fabled tag team that everyone seems to have forgotten at this point. And then Sasha Banks and Bayley, they defended the titles against Nia Jax and Tamina, actually, at Fastlane. Little known tag team. It was a good match, though. The WWE's first show in Saudi Arabia, I knew this might trip some people up. It was the greatest Royal Rumble. You remember? They had like 50 people in the Royal Rumble and Braun Strowman won. And including WCW. So Goldberg, I feel like this is something that not a lot of people remember, but he only won the world title once in WCW. And then he won the World Heavyweight title in 2003, and then he won the Universal title twice. So he's got 4 reigns, which means Mark is our winner this week. Congratulations, Mark.
Wow.
Carissa, commiserations. Good effort, though. Did you feel like some of the questions stumped you there? Was it the timeline? Where did it go wrong?
I think like my memory, because I'm so like caught up in a lot of things, and I'm just like, I was just guessing around a few, and the rest I just got.
Yeah, to be fair, good effort. It was a good effort. I'm very glad that you took time out of all the way from the States to call in and have a go on this quiz. So thank you very much, Carissa. And Mark, for you, my friend. Before we give you all the jubilation that you have rightly earned, I do believe that you've got a new song coming out. I actually listened to it on Spotify earlier. Very lockdown infused. Talk us through it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a song called Where Were You When the World Stopped? So it's very, very topical, obviously, about what we're all going through. And I just want to, say to everyone, hope you're all safe and keeping well. And it was out a couple of weeks ago. So please feel free to check it out. Where Were You When the World Stopped? It's on Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere you get your music from these days. I'm pretty glad I won that quiz because I was getting very nervous there. I always thought to myself, if I ever go on Mastermind, WWE wrestling will be my topic. But actually, no, I'm not so sure. Perhaps I need to swat up a little bit more.
Well, Mark,
can I? Sharp.
Alex Shane here. Just got to say, Mark.
Hey,
so great to have you on. I have to tell you that I don't know if you know this, but I once shared your HMV song, the very topical song you did when HMV went out of business.
I remember that.
It was It captured the moment. Where can I get my giant Toblerones from? And old movie posters. So I just wanted to chip in with that.
Cheers. Well, great. I love the show. Really love the show. Nice fun.
Thank you very much, Mark. And I encourage everyone to go give that a listen. You will have got one stream from me at least on Spotify today. I can tell you that much. So it's
fantastic.
Great stuff. And Mark, thank you very much again. And you've proven your knowledge with the crown. You'll be welcome back anytime, my friend.
Cheers, buddy. See you at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, we will have more Wrestle Quiz next week when Wrestle Talk returns, or Talk Wrestling even. I had Wrestle Talk's Ollie Davis on earlier. My brain is a box full of broken biscuits at this point. But we've still got a few more minutes left, Alex, and we have covered some ground. We've had some great callers and some great discussions and great debates. And I just think maybe before we just give it a sort of a caveat of where we all are, everything, are you interested in some poll results?
I absolutely am, Shano. Please indulge me.
Well, interestingly, since